Hello again, and welcome to another edition of TV. That's Truth Viral Television, and I'm your host of Truth Viral. I'm TV, the voice of Truth Viral Television. Today's subject is going to be inspiration. Where do you get your inspiration from, folks? Are you inspired? Are you sitting there like a lead weight on the couch? Do you have kids? Does that inspire you? I got a kid. He's sitting right here with me right now. He's going to give me a little hand on this video, and we're just shooting from the hip. So this is real raw. We haven't rehearsed anything. We're just going to go. I just asked him for his opinion on this because you know what? Having a kid inspires me. You know, does your country inspire you? Well, I'm inspired about what happens with my country, what happens with my community, what happens in, on this planet, Inspiration is something that we all, I think we should have. Growing up is, as a kid, I think I was inspired by my father. I think we all had people that we were inspired by, people that we looked up to. I'm not saying like we idolized, but people that we looked up to, people that inspired us, I'll tell you what, I'm prior military, and one way to inspire people is by leading by example. Setting the example, be the light for people, show them, blaze that path, so to speak. That's a good inspiration for others, You can inspire other people. That's inspiration, folks. By what you do, people are going to follow you. Remember, some people are sheep. You become a product of your environment. So why not inspire people? Okay? That's why I do these videos. Because I'm putting it out there. I don't know how many parents have, or how many kids have parents that do these videos. I'm sure if my son had one of his, he's a high schooler, if he had one of his friends saw this video, they might say, hey man, your dad is a little bit out there. Does he wear a tinfoil hat in his off time or something? Anyways, guys, I'm inspired no matter what. No matter what my son thinks of me. We're going to talk about that on this video, okay? Because I've been doing this for a little while. I mean, before I started doing videos, I talked to people. I've taken a lot of information. I'm always trying to find out what's going on so that I can look to the future and know what's happening. Knowing what's going to happen in the future inspires me. Knowing that I have some safety, knowing what's going around the next corner, A way to inspire people, again, is to, be prepared. I'm inspired by my elders that knew, hey, there's a rainy day coming. We don't know what day it is, but we're prepared for that. And that's inspiring, isn't it? So don't listen to anybody if they're telling you not to, have a backup plan, so to speak. The times we come in right now, it's January 2015, there's a lot of negativity going on in this world right now. We're kind of surrounded by it. So, I want you to think about this for a second. If you could be a light, like, let's take, for example, if you had a 10 by 10 room with no windows, you had the door, you completely shut the door. No light coming in from under the door. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. But if you lit a match, you'd probably be able to see almost every wall in that room, and it's just one match, folks. It can almost light up a whole room. Isn't that inspiring? So imagine if you gave that light to somebody else. Imagine 2 matches in that room. You're going to see the whole room. It was in this country. It was a small number of people, if you know your history, that made this country what it is. So, again, I just put it out there that I'm doing something, and that inspires me to know that, hey, if they come for me, if they take me away, it's because I was doing something about it. And if we look back at this 50 years from now, I think we're going to be, I think people are going to be a bit surprised on which side of the team that we're on. We've been known in this country as America as the good guy, at least in America. I know people outside this country, because I'm prior military. I met a lot of people from outside this country, and they don't, and for many years, they don't have the greatest things to say about this country. But at least in this country, we feel like we're the good guys, right? Land of the free, home of the brave. Move out. Woo! Yeah, I love it, right? America. Stick me, I'm going to bleed red, white, and blue. Right? America. The good guys, right? We always come to the rescue, always going over and making sure, getting everybody else's business, policing everybody else on the planet, right? Well, I think people are starting to figure out that, well, it's definitely going to go written in history that we're not the good guys anymore. I'll leave that up to you. You can make all the comments on this video that you want, because it's still America. We still have a First Amendment right. And a Second Amendment right. But not saying anything or not doing anything, I'll tell you what, in my opinion, only, you're just as guilty as the ones doing these tyrannical things to our country, to our globe, to humanity. Not doing anything is just as guilty. See, you're either on one side of on the good team or the bad team. And by not doing anything about it does not put you on the good team. You understand that, right? That's inspiring, right? Get off your couch. I'm hoping that somebody will see this video and they'll do the same thing. Okay? So, I've been doing this for quite a few years. I've had a lot of my friends and family say a lot of things about me, but that doesn't take me off my path. So I'm going to just go ahead and ask right now, you know, I'm going to ask my son why I've got him on video, okay? He's right next to me. I'm hoping that the voice recorder will get his voice and catch him, but what are you inspired by, son? What do you think is going to happen with this, with our country here? Are we headed in a good direction? Do you have a good, or do you see good things coming in the future for our country? And do you think that we're just fine, that Dad's making these videos for no reason, you know, and I'm crazy. I take too much iodine.
Well, I personally think that the iodine makes you a little bit smarter and makes your head clearer, so you can think more and use what you say, that third eye, so you can look into more videos like this and people who tell you about good information and the bad information. And I don't think that this country is going in the best of direction with what Russia and China's doing and all the sanctions that happen. So I don't think that we're heading in the right place, and hopefully Jesus Christ will come back and take care of us before anything super bad happens.
Wow, that's pretty powerful, guys. Some of you must have been taking some iodine. You can leave all the comments that you want about that, okay? Look, you know, I try not to involve my son with this. Obviously, he hears these things going in the background and whatnot, and you do become a product of your environment, but, you know. Do you have any friends? Do you have any friends whose dad that does this? Am I the only one that you know who's doing this with your friends, or?
No, I don't know any of my friends that do this, but you know, I have a couple of my friends who come over and they hear you talk about this, but they don't mind it. I try to pull them in to my room and the other rooms, but sometimes we'll be around it and they don't mind it, and some things they'll hear and they'll just ask if we can go somewhere else. But I respect it either way. I don't try to force it on people too much.
Interesting. See, even, you know, guys, you're going to offend people. That's kind of what this is about, you know, is that people are not going to agree with you always, no matter what you do. You know, we have the right to blaze our own trail, you know, find our own inspiration. But I'm hoping in this video that you'll see that doing something, getting off your couch. Hey, look, I'm just a single dad, and I find the time to do this. I don't make any money, you know, real money, but this is more rewarding for me. This is more valuable than any money that I could possibly, and I feel like leaving my mark and knowing that my son will say, hey, my dad was trying to kind of wake people up to what was going on, trying to inspire people, that will inspire him. And then again, that cycle will just perpetuate. We need to break the cycle, folks. Be inspired. These are great times to be alive. Don't fool yourself. Even if the end is near. Get right. Be right. That's the most inspiring thing I've ever heard. I don't, you know, again, I'm going to put out a lot more videos. They're going to be rough around the edges. I'll try to make improvements as I can. I'd like to thank my son for being in the video with me today. I'll try to have him in some appearances, and if I feel like I can let go, you know, it's kind of hard to let go of your kids there, so to speak. I might even let him poke his head on camera so you can see his face and let him do some videos himself, okay? He inspires me. There's a lot of humanity inspires me, knowing that there's other people out there right now that are doing the same thing as me, okay? Remember, it's a small number of people who make great differences on this planet. The rich people, look, they're the elite, the few are controlling the masses right now. So it shouldn't really take that much to turn that around, right? If it's just a few controlling the masses, well then let's stand up and do something about this. And let's turn this country back into what it could be. Okay? You know, I gotta say this, the whole idea of everybody coming together, every race, religion, sexual preference, orientation, all coming together and living forever and ever and happiness until the birds fly off into the sunset is a great idea. But how long did you think it was going to last, America? Obama promised us hope and change. I hope you see the things that have happened, and you know the change that is coming around the corner. So be inspired and be ready for it. And be happy that you're born in times that are good. We're going to see things that it just amazes me knowing what's around the corner for us. Good things, folks. Good things. So, any other comments before we get off here, son? Before you have anything else to say to inspire anybody else out there in the world? You're speaking to the world. Don't be shy. You're not shy, but speak to the world. Inspire somebody. Here's your chance right now.
See, as you make these videos to show me a better example for this country and to show other people an example for this country, I have a younger brother who is 7, and I love the little kid. So I call my mom every now and then, and I tell her about all the stuff that we learn about and my dad tells me about. So I try to keep him at least somewhat so he knows that don't let mom go and get you your shots. And I try to tell him to be safe and have fun and live and do what he can for now. So I try to be a better example for my little brother because my dad is a better example for me because he does the right thing for our country.
Well, hey, I hope I'm doing the right thing. I sure, you know what, whether it's the right thing or not, in my heart, I feel like it's the right thing. And hear my son tell me it's the right thing. You know what, that's only going to inspire me to do more of these. So, hey, in the end, you might literally have to put your neck out there. You're going to go to one side or the other. Kind of red pill, blue pill. You know what I'm talking about? Red team, blue team. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate my subscribers, my recent subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate so much for you subscribing to this channel. I'm going to try to stay at this and keep you current with some more current events. Again, I'm going to try to make some improvements. I got a couple different cameras that I'm trying to work here so that I can actually show you some white papers so you can see what I'm talking about. So you don't just have to do all the homework yourself. You can see it right there in front of you. A little easier when you don't have to take my word for it. But I can guarantee you this. I'm not going to put out disinfo. I'm not here to lead anybody down the wrong path. The path of least resistance is not always the best path, guys. But peaceful resistance is definitely the way to do this. So get out there. Please get off your couch. If you're a father, mother, grandfather, it doesn't matter what shape, size, color, none of it. You too can make a YouTube video, and CISPA SOPA's coming soon. You better start making them. You're not going to have a chance to make your mark. Remember, if they shut this internet down and you didn't make any videos, then you didn't do anything. So I'm TV for Truth Viral. Thank you for watching, where the truth goes viral.